Hey, so as you can see by the title, I am now 6 months on testosterone. I can't believe that it's been half a year already. This year has just gone so fast. It's mad. So, just to kick things off, up until now I haven't done a voice comparison in any one of these update videos, but I feel like now that I'm 6 months, it's a good time to do it. So, yeah, here you go. So yesterday, I started testosterone. I am 1 month on testosterone. I am 2 months on testosterone. I am now 3 months on testosterone. I am now 4 months on testosterone. I am 5 months on testosterone. I am now 6 months on testosterone. I edited all those clips together for the comparison just before I started filming this, and it's so weird to me to actually hear it drop and like hear the difference between pre-T and now. Like obviously when it first started dropping I could feel the difference. My voice started cracking and stuff, so I know that it dropped. But like because I hear my own voice like every single day and other people around me generally do, because there's not many people that I see infrequently enough that they've gone, oh, your voice has dropped or anything like that. It doesn't feel like it has, and seeing it, well, like it was nice. I was watching it and I was like, that's weird. I think as well because it's just gone so fast. 6 months has flown by. To imagine that I've changed this year and like that drastically as well, it's just really nice to see, and it's really surreal and weird. I don't know, that's just really mad to me, but yeah, it makes me happy. So now onto other changes. They have really kind of slowed down at this point, and similar to last month, they're mainly things that I'd already noticed changing before that are just kind of continuing to change more. I did actually consider doing, rather than doing the every single month updates like I have been up until now, with this one 6 months and then a 9 months one and then one when I hit a year, since things have slowed down. But I've decided against that because I figured I like the consistency of it being up until a year, being every single month, even if some of them are really boring, might just have to be a little bit shorter. But yeah, I am going to keep doing them every month until I hit a year, and then when I hit a year, it'll probably be like every 6 months or something after that. But yeah, now changes. So the first thing is something that I've mentioned in like probably like every single thing, every update. That's thigh hair. That is still coming in. It's still slowly starting to, I don't think it's really getting much longer anymore. It's just kind of spreading its way around my thighs. I think this month is probably the most drastic that it's changed, because now like half of my leg is covered in hair. It's still the inside part of my leg that it's just got a bit of a scattering, which is weird, but the rest of my leg is pretty consistent. Like it's pretty much covered up to my knee now. It thins out right near my knee, and my knee's like the baldest part of my leg now. It still has hair on it, but it's quite thin. That's probably the most drastic thing so far. Similar thing with my arm hair. I don't know whether that's gotten any darker or thicker, but I have noticed it's kind of a little bit more noticeable. The little bits that have started like creeping up onto my hands. To anybody else, you probably wouldn't even notice it, but obviously they're my hands, so I catch them in my eye line every now and again. So yeah, I've just noticed a little, I can notice the hairs that are going up to my hands a little bit more. Belly hair still coming in. It's now a little bit more and a little bit darker, I think. Again, it's not a drastic thing. It's not something that if you just looked at my stomach you'd be able to like spot straight away. You'd have to look for it. You know, I'm not really a fan of much torso hair, so it's fine with me that it's not big and bushy. Lots of people enjoy a snail trail, a happy trail, what I call a crab ladder. And I don't mind it. I'm indifferent to it. So it's like, if it doesn't happen, that's chill with me. If it does happen, fair enough. I don't think I've gotten any more facial hair from the last time, my last update. I said that I had them 2 black hairs there, which have actually grown back, so I need to shave them off again. But yeah, I don't think I've got any extra facial hair coming in that I've noticed. I now shave like at least once a week. And the peach fuzz still only comes in like a little bit. Like I'm due to shave now, and this is all prickly on my chin. Like I think my chin's probably going to be the thickest place that I get hair, or I assume so, because that's definitely where the prickliest most peach fuzz comes in. I think it might be starting to get like maybe a little bit thicker, and that's why it feels a bit prickly. It don't feel like proper thick black hair stubble, but it's prickly there, and the rest isn't really prickly. You can just feel the hairs. But within like the week between me shaving, the black hairs do start to get quite long, so those are obviously growing a lot faster than the peach fuzzies, which I thought was just an interesting observation. So yeah, still waiting for that beard, but it's gonna be a while. So, and the last thing that I can think of really is that my feet smell quite a lot now, so that's like not nice. It's not terrible, but like yeah. It's only really when I'm walking around and doing a lot. And it's normally when I get back from work and my feet tend to smell after that, so I take my shoes off and I can smell them and other people can smell them. My grandma and my dad were both complaining when I went to my grandma's after work. I took my shoes off and I did apologise to my grandma, so I'm like, sorry, I can smell my feet, so obviously you can. And she was like, oh, they stink. My dad came and asked my grandma what the smell was, and shit on my feet, and when I got home they made me take my socks off and they put them in the washer and shut the washer. I wasn't even allowed to just leave them in wash basket. They don't smell generally, it's not like I walk around and every single day my feet smell, it's only if I'm walking around a lot and doing a lot. Like my actual feet don't smell bad, so it doesn't tend to linger in my, I think it's just the sweat, I guess, when I'm walking around gets into the socks, and the socks smell, my feet don't. Got that teenage boy feet stink. But other than that, that's pretty much it for changes. Again, those are things that I've observed in previous months, but like they're just continuing to change a bit more. The blood test that I got done at the beginning of November, it was literally the 1st of November, finally got from my GP to the gender clinic after like 3 phone calls to be like, yeah, send them over please, because if my dose needs changing, it wants changing as soon as possible so that my hormone levels aren't fucked up. They like to be slow. The receptionist that I spoke to at the gender clinic said that Kirsty, the nurse, had seen my blood test results and marked them as no action. So that should mean that now my testosterone levels are fine and that my dose won't need changing, so I can stay on testosterone every 3 weeks. Yeah, at least my dose doesn't need changing, I know that's sorted, I know that's fine. And the last thing was that I should have had my top surgery referral appointment at gender clinic on the 29th of November. I had to reschedule that appointment, so now my appointment is on Monday, which is the 17th, and I still will be making a video on how that appointment goes and the top surgeon that I'm going with and the weight and all that kind of thing, and I'll talk about like what happened and why I had to reschedule and stuff in that video. But yeah, so that should be done soon. I'm going to be happy to get it out of the way and start just like waiting, be on that list. It's been quite an eventful past month in good ways and bad, but getting places, so decent. But yeah, anyway, if you enjoyed the video or whatever, give it a thumbs up. Keep forgetting to say that lately. Also, if you want to, you can follow me on my social media. I'm a lot more active on there than I am on here. And yeah, so thank you for watching. Come on the journey, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye. Every time, I'm going to put this in because every time I do that thing, literally my joints are so fucked. Every time I do that, my shoulder cracks, so I have to do it twice, because I can hear the crack in the editing. You probably don't notice it, but I do, and it annoys me. And yeah, so anyway, thank you for watching, come on the journey, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye.